The Arctic does not forgive weakness. Here, at the edge of the habitable world, temperatures drop to 50 below zero. Darkness lasts for months. The ice that once stretched endless now fractures and retreats year after year. This is not empty land. Predators move through the wide expanse, carrying generations of adaptation in their bones. Polar bears patrol the ice shelves. Orcas cut through black water beneath frozen surfaces. Wolf packs track prey across tundra that offers no cover. These hunters do not survive by chance. They survive through power, through patience, through strategies refined over thousands of years. Each has claimed its place at the top of a food chain where failure means death. The Arctic demands everything. Only the strongest take what they need. Polar bears. The polar bear does not share its throne. Weighing over 1,500 pounds, standing nearly 10 feet tall, it moves across the ice with authority that nothing challenges. 4 inches of blubber wrap its body. Thick white fur traps heat and hides it against the snow. Paws the size of dinner plates grip surfaces that would send others sliding. This bear is built for waiting. It sits motionless beside a breathing hole in the ice, sometimes for hours, sometimes for days. When a seal surfaces for air, the strike comes faster than the eye can follow. One blow from a paw ends it. The bear feeds where it kills, tearing through blubber and flesh with teeth designed for exactly this purpose. Smell guides the hunt more than sight. A polar bear detects prey under 3 feet of compacted snow. It finds seal dens hidden beneath drifts. When hunting fails, it scavenges. A whale carcass washed ashore feeds multiple bears for weeks. They arrive from distances that would exhaust lesser animals, drawn by scent carried on wind across miles of emptiness. But the ice is shrinking. Hunting platforms that once lasted months now melt early. Bears swim longer distances between flows, burning energy they cannot replace. Mothers emerge from dens with cubs that will not survive the season. Starvation comes not from lack of skill, but from lack of ground to hunt from. Males kill cubs they encounter. The act brings females back into breeding condition faster. Territory disputes end in violence. Blood on ice is common. The bear that survives is the bear that holds its ground when challenged. Females den in snow caves, giving birth to 1 or 2 cubs in the middle of winter darkness. They do not eat for months while nursing. When they finally emerge, the cubs are small, fragile, learning a world that grows more hostile each year. Many do not see their second winter. The ice belongs to the bear, but the ocean beneath holds something faster. Orcas. The orca moves through Arctic water like a shadow with intent. 6 tons of muscle, black and white, cutting through currents at speeds that close distance before prey understands the threat. These are not solitary hunters. They travel in pods, family units led by elder females who carry knowledge passed down across generations. Communication happens through clicks and whistles. Each pod speaks its own dialect. They coordinate without hesitation, moving into formations that trap prey against ice or shallow water. When they hunt seals, they read the surface. A seal resting on an ice floe sees nothing until the water beneath it surges. The orcas swim together, creating a wave that washes over the floe and dumps the seal into waiting jaws. Beluga whales swim in groups, but orcas hunt in patterns belugas cannot predict. They separate individuals from the pod, exhaust them through pursuit, then finish what they started. Narwhals, protected for centuries by thick ice, now face orcas moving into waters that were once frozen year-round. The ice retreats. The orcas follow. They do not hunt by sight alone. Echolocation maps the underwater world in sound. They detect prey beneath ice too thick to break through. They wait. They track. When openings appear, they strike with precision that leaves no room for escape. Arctic wolves. The wolf does not hunt alone. 5 to 10 animals move as one, bound by blood and necessity. They are smaller than their southern cousins, built compact for heat retention. White fur hides them against snow. Broad paws distribute weight, letting them cross drifts that would trap other animals. Their prey does not die easily. Musk oxen form defensive circles, adults facing outward, calves protected in the center, horns lower. The wolves circle, patient, watching for weakness. They test the formation, darting in, forcing the oxen to shift. Hours pass. The oxen tire. One breaks formation. The wolves converge. Caribou run. Wolves follow, not in bursts of speed, but in relentless pursuit across tundra that offers no cover. The pack spreads out, cutting off angles, driving prey toward waiting members. They can run for hours without stopping. Prey that outruns them once will face them again the next day and the day after. Endurance breaks what speed cannot catch. Hunger is constant here. A successful hunt feeds the pack for days. Failure means fasting. Wolves go weeks without eating when prey migrates or weather turns hunts impossible. Their bodies adapt, slowing metabolism, conserving energy. When food comes, they consume everything, tearing through hide and bone, storing calories against the next stretch of emptiness. Pack structure holds them together. The alpha pair breeds. The others support the pups, bringing food, teaching tactics, protecting the future of the pack. Young wolves learn by watching, by failing, by trying again until instinct and training merge into skill. They face cold that drops to 50 below. Polar nights last months. They sleep in drifts, bodies pressed together, sharing warmth. When they wake, they hunt. There is nothing else. Competition barely exists. The Arctic is too remote, too harsh for most predators. The wolves have space that other animals cannot claim. They use it fully, ranging across territories measured in hundreds of miles. The wolf survives through cooperation, through patience, through refusing to stop when prey thinks the chase is over. Ground hunters dominate the tundra, but above, another predator watches in silence. The snowy owl and the walrus. The snowy owl does not announce its approach. Silent flight feathers cut through air without sound. White plumage vanishes against snow. It perches on rocks or low rises, scanning open tundra with eyes that process movement most animals would miss. Lemmings form the core of its diet. The owl can take 1,600 in a year, diving into snow with talons that pierce through to flesh beneath. Arctic hares, ptarmigan, small birds, anything that moves within its range becomes food. Hearing guides it as much as sight. It detects rodents tunneling under snow, strikes without seeing them, pulls them from burrows they thought were safe. Lemming populations cycle in booms and crashes. Abundant years let owls raise large broods. Crash years bring starvation. The owl adapts by moving, sometimes hundreds of miles, tracking prey that remains. It hunts during the endless summer daylight, one of the few Arctic predators active around the clock. Speed and precision define each strike. The approach gives no warning. The prey dies before it understands danger existed. Walruses gather in herds that number in the thousands. 4,000 pounds of muscle and blubber, armed with tusks that grow 3 feet long. They haul out on ice floes or rocky beaches, resting between dives to the ocean floor where they feed on clams and mollusks. These survivors endure through size or stealth, but the smallest hunters prove that survival takes many forms. Arctic foxes. The Arctic fox weighs 10 pounds. In a land of bears and wolves, it survives by being what they are not. Small, fast, adaptable. Its coat changes with seasons. White in winter, brown in summer. Camouflage matched to the ground it travels. Lemmings are primary prey. The fox listens for movement under snow, then leaps high and drives down head first, breaking through crust to pin its target. When lemmings are scarce, it scavenges. Polar bear kills provide meals for weeks. The fox follows bears at a distance, waiting for leftovers. It faces predators that would kill it without thought. Wolves, owls, even hungry bears. The fox survives through evasion. It darts into burrows. It outruns pursuit across terrain it knows better than its hunters. Speed and terrain are its weapons. Food gets cached during abundance. Buried prey freezes in permafrost, stored for months when hunting fails. The fox plans for scarcity in ways larger predators cannot. It thrives where size would be a burden. The Arctic does not reward strength alone. It rewards those who adapt fastest to conditions that never stop changing. The Arctic strips away everything except what works. Its predators, polar bears, orcas, wolves, owls, walruses, foxes, dominate not through cruelty, but by becoming exactly what survival demands. As ice melts and hunting grounds shift, they adjust or vanish. Survival here is temporary, earned each season. The fiercest remain those still standing when winter comes. Discover which predator's strategy matches yours. Take our Arctic survival quiz now.